Right, guys. I'm just wondering if you do request to run this test as a woman on your own, or you do get an invitation letters from your GP practice, your doctor, to come do it, that it is due for you to come for it, or you just make the request and go for it your own without the hospital or your GP inviting you over for it. Let me know, please. Yeah, because it's as if the practice or the rule is absolutely different in this part of the world currently, because it has never been this way, if you ask me. So please let me know how you go about this very test as a woman. So here I am, just came off the bus now, and it's about 1:37. My appointment is in about 6 minutes or 7 minutes time. Yes, I've got the appointment is for 1:45, and after this place, if I'm able to finish with it within 15 minutes time, I'll have to run back to the city center, buy a few things, and then go back to Sumter School. They finish by 3, and then let them out at 5 minutes past 3. So definitely by 2:45 I should have been on the bus running back to my local. Yes. All right, guys, so back to what I was saying. And this appointment, basically, before now they would have written me to say come over for this, but I'm sure that this COVID is what is really making people, or making the NHS staff, not to be inviting people to come over for this. Yes, so last week we came to see the doctor for some too, and I decided to tell them I need to do this because it's been over 6.5 years that I had this. I had the last one. Yeah, I had the last one in Lagos, Nigeria, when I had some too. Why? Because I personally requested for it. When I was pregnant with Somto, that's 6 years ago, I had the ovarian cyst, yes, and that was the first trimester. Then I was being monitored every month. I honestly didn't enjoy my antenatal because it was something I had to go once in a month from Lagos mainland to Lagos Island. Yes, I live in Ago. Then I was going to VI. That was the hospital where my husband was working. So it wasn't really easy for me going every week. And that kind of hospital, I didn't enjoy it. That kind of hospital is a kind of hospital where they don't really have them fun. They do have during antenatal classes and all them stuff. They were just talking about all this sopre. Let me just go screen. What's that? Stats. Please press the month you were born. Yay. My date. Nurture. Enter the first letter of your surname. A. Come on. Okay. Come to Chris Medical Bar. Please have a seat in the dermatology area directly behind you. Okay. So the hospital in VI was the kind that whenever we go for antenatal, classes per se, they will bring guest speakers to come and be telling us on how to pay 500,000 and then donate our placenta to be stored or saved in a refrigerator in London, so that whenever our loved one is having all these fatal ailments, like them cancer, bone marrow disease, or them high sounding sicknesses, they would use the same placenta stored in London for the person's treatment. I don't know. That was really crazy. So I didn't really enjoy my antenatal classes in Lagos. All right, guys. So all done now. I am checking home. They actually said I should go home, get a glass of milk, have a sleep. Guys, I have an appointment for. I actually had an appointment for 2 stuff. I didn't know that I was going to do the 2 today. Yes, and one of them was the PAP SMEAR test, like I mentioned. Yeah, have I mentioned that? Yeah, so one of them was the PAP SMEAR test, and the second one was the phlebotomy. I didn't know that I was going to do the phlebotomy today, and it's done. Guys, they collected 25 mils of blood from me. Chineke, I was looking at it, I counted the bottle, 5 bottles. I was like, what? Will I be able to walk? They say yes, it's okay that I can walk down to wherever I'm going. But I was scared seeing the number of blood. If this were to be in Nigeria, honestly, I would go get a malt and milk, drink it this afternoon. So meanwhile, for the PAP SMEAR test, yes, the story I was telling you before now, in Lagos, Nigeria. So I decided to request for it personally, yeah, because of the case I had. Yeah, but then the ovarian cyst, yeah, that I had during the early stage of my pregnancy finally disappeared, according to the specialist then, Dr. Iwala, because he was checking me every month. So I think it vanished because it disappears with pregnancy, some of them, like they claimed. I was so lucky that mine vanished, yeah, when my pregnancy was during the last stage of my pregnancy. Mine disappeared, you know, and then I had my baby, even though I had my baby through C-section, yeah, and after which they got through, I requested for this very test to be done, yes, to be sure, because normally I don't know how long it takes in your area to carry out this cervical screening, you know, sorry, to carry out this PAP SMEAR screening, yes, because it helps to detect if a woman has this cervical cancer, you know. So I insisted I do that, having had that challenge during my pregnancy, you know. So when I requested them to do that test for me, the PAP SMEAR test, I didn't know that they don't do it there. The reason for it is best known to them, I don't know, you know. So my husband was surprised when they asked him to bring 8,000 naira for the test. He was like, for what? They said they are going to a different laboratory service to do it somewhere close to the hospital, you know. Whew. Oh my goodness, I'm walking so fast. I don't know how long I have left because I need to get on the bus. I think these are people probably waiting to do COVID test or something. So I did it then. Unfortunately, in Saudi Arabia, I couldn't do another one. So I didn't bother asking them to do PAP SMEAR test for me. So it was too long, 6 long years or 6.5 years. It's such a long time to wait to do another one. Usually it's done within 3 years interval. Yes, that's when it's done, within the space of 3 years. But mine, I think I should say, oh gosh. So I don't know, have you done yours, or how long do you stay before you go for this? Here is every 3 years, I suppose, but they didn't call me. Oh, that's the shop I'm looking for. Yeah, they didn't call me to come for it. I decided to ask them for it because it's been ages, you know. So let me quickly walk into this shop and pick a few things and go. Yeah, meanwhile, if you are in Nigeria and you want to do this test, I can understand that it's very expensive doing this in a private hospital. You can check out government hospital and get this done. It is really important you go for your PAP SMEAR test. And if you're in abroad where you get some of these medical services free of charge, please kindly do it. It's really necessary for us women so that we know our health status. Yeah. All right, guys, I've finally done now on the bus going back home to pick up some to do. I passed my house because I was too early, but I'm not stopping at my house. I'm following the bus back because it's raining and it's freezing. I love you. They look for me on waiting in the color hot blood. I won't know your chan. So I just sit on the bus. Hence I've got my I just bought weekly pass today, 1 week bus pass. So it can take me anywhere. I've passed my house, going back again. So certainly before I'll get to Central School now, it will be like about 5 minutes to the time. Yeah, so I will just have to wait for about 5 minutes before I start coming home with him. We'll get on the bus and come home. I think it's better for me. Yeah, but I don't see me lie. I finally came out of the bus now, and I still have about it's 2:52. I still have about 13 minutes for these boys to come out or these kids to come out. Unbelievable. Some that are still outside playing. See? Oh, you can't see them. They're still outside playing in this cold. Because happen among 1 minute. This boy might go home, Joe. Though before I get to their main gate, it will take about 3 to 5 minutes. Yes, because I have to walk round and round, you know, turn down ways very far. The rain has stopped, you know, assuming I stopped 15 minutes ago. I'm already for fire me now. And I wasn't going to pay for extra, so I decided to sit, and thank goodness everything I bought, just a small quantity of stuff I bought that here in my handbag, so I have no problem with the weight of the tenge, you know. So let me quickly go take my boy. We'll go home. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to tell you why I did the phlebotomy. That's the blood test, blood sample they collected. It was for my hepatitis check. I had that 8 years ago, but then at work they are requesting that the detail is not in the NHS record. So they want to check my blood to see if I have immunity for it. You know, here before you work, especially in the hospitals, you need to have some vaccination and all that. Yeah. All right, so that's it. See you when we get home. I totally forget I started a vlog. I planned to vlog when we arrived home, but I forgot. Now we're about, something is about having his is it lunch? Because it's almost 4 p.m. now, you know. So we're home. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me, following me to town center, doing my shopping, the GP stuff and all them things, school run. I'm finally back home. Something, enjoy your food. Something is having a sweet potato porridge and with some spinach to garnish it. Yeah, it's soft, I suppose. All right, so to say bye. See you.